Hello, it's Intra. It's currently the hottest day of the year in England, and coincidentally, I am in dire need of a new portfolio. So, like it or not, rain or shine, even if it is 32 degrees, I will be redesigning my portfolio today. One's portfolio is a glimpse into the artist's mind, so it's so important that you absolutely nail the way that you present yourself and your work. My current one just doesn't cut it anymore. I took the site offline like last year and I haven't had a chance to bring it into a space that reflects my current practice. It was just like doing too much. I think I'm a bit more grown up and I want something a lot more streamlined. It's so nice to see how your taste and your work has developed over time. I find that this gap is so affirming for my artist journey. It makes me feel like this journey is really taking place and things change and things move and they're dynamic and it feels great. So with that all being said, once again, I am working with the illustrious, wonderful Ready Mag. This is a tool that I hold so closely to my heart. As an artist and a designer, I think it's the best online tool because it doesn't limit you. It's almost like using like Photoshop, but for designing sites. So let us begin. Research and development. Starting point with any project. It's so noisy outside. So the starting point with any project, as always, is research and development. I'm trying to approach this site as like a piece of graphic design. Ultimately, this is just a piece of visual communication. It doesn't matter that it's being displayed on the web. I think it's really important with this kind of thing to think of the messaging. What do you want people to feel when they are scrolling and exploring your webpage? My last one had a lot of spinning doodahs and thingy-mabobs popping around. This time around we're leaning into something a little bit more pragmatic, but still with a hint of something naughty. I must have looked at hundreds of examples before jumping into this, and I think you can never be underprepared when it comes to research. Ready Mag have a huge selection of curated sites, just like editorial sites, e-commerce sites, pitch sites. Also really good to check out the Ready Mag Website of the Year award. Those are really great sort of aspirational level of sites to really just give you that boost of direction that you might need if you're feeling a little bit lost on where to start. And of course, if you need a good base structure, they've got loads of templates as well that would pretty much get you where you need to go if you don't have the time or the resources to start from a blank slate. So I approached this as with any design project, and I started with pen to paper, prototyping, drawing, and envisioning what this site could look like and splitting it up into manageable chunks that will help me in the production process. And speaking of the production process, let's actually start making something, all right? I want to go to the beach. I studied computer science at university. And once graduated, I promised to never write a line of code again unless there was literally a gun pointed at my head. So far, I've managed to uphold this promise with a few exceptions, and today will be no different. With Ready Mag, there is no need to code or vibe code. Like I said before, it's a Photoshop canvas essentially, but with animation and with hyperlinks and with embeds and everything that you need. There were plenty of banging templates I could have started with, but the allure of a blank page just was too hard to resist. Right, so the most logical place to start would be a nav bar. But before we get into that, it's time to outline my grids. Now, the last time we did this, I said a few things about grids that I no longer subscribe to or identify with.
Grids, if that's your thing, there's an integrated grid guide, snapping system. Me personally, I'm a messy girl. I don't do the grid thing. but each to their own. Yeah.
One might say I regret saying those things, but hey, what can I say? I'm a changed woman. I now see the utility that grids have to offer. I just think maybe back then I didn't. I think my use of grid sort of symbolizes a transition into a more mature design language that I'm using at the moment. Here we have an 8-column grid, so I can begin aligning the base elements. I want a super basic floating nav bar, something that looks consistent and neutral. I don't want the site in any way to distract from the focal point, which will be the works that I am displaying. I think this nav bar is super chill. It just does what it needs to do and nothing else. And I think that's going to be a recurring theme on this site. Anyway, moving on. Landing page. Here I'm just arranging the elements on the landing page to fit into the grid that we formally defined. I've decided to go for essentially like a 1-page site with the nav bar hyperlinking to different section of this one column as one thing. Been really leaning into typography again for this project. I just think like the alphabet is so beautiful. It's a work of art, and I think on the landing page where a lot of my work won't be present, let's focus on the typo. And then when we move into the works page, it's going to be less typographically inclined, more about the works. So speaking of the works page, to offset the minimal theme, I want to present the works in a slightly more mischievous way than just sort of like having them there. So here's where some of the magic of ReadyMag animations come in. I'm going to be incorporating a little bit of subtle interactivity with hover animation and a bit of scroll animation. I think those ones have that little cheekiness to them because you're not necessarily clicking something to incite or to trigger that animation, but it's almost just as you're naturally exploring the page, things are moving around, and that's what I think is a little bit cheeky but still very like sleek and cool and minimal and not doing the absolute most like my last portfolio. The next couple pages are pretty self-explanatory. No crazy tricks going on here, but again, just to focus on beautiful typography and consistent layout, just to give it, again, that sort of reputational, trustworthy, but still exciting sort of feel. Again, contacts page, less is more, less is more. That's my name, my email, my Instagram, that's actually all I want to really give the internet for free. That's enough on how to find me, how to get in contact with me. And finally, you might have noticed a little store page, and if you did, you're very correct. You're very astute observation you've made. It's all very hush hush at the moment. Keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears to the ground. More information will be available soon. It's all very exciting at Intra headquarters, I must say. Testing. We can't forget about the testing phase, guys. I suppose my background in computing will never let me ever forget about user testing, beta testing. Get your close friends to test your site. What are you doing? You might overlook it and think, oh, it's not necessary. I can literally just go through it myself. But just the mere act of sending it to someone, I feel like every time like I send an email, it's in the moment that's in my outbox that I notice everything wrong with that email. Or as soon as I send a deck to a client, in that moment, as soon as I send it, I see, oh my gosh, like glaringly obvious mistakes or things I want to change, or I just get a sudden stroke of inspiration. It's the act of another party observing what you're doing gives you so much clarity. So get that site sent to some people that you trust and just get them to look over it, give you any feedback. This just gives you the chance to patch any bugs, change any content, maybe add additional functionality. It is so useful, I can't stress it enough. Send it to my best friend, and she also works in tech, so she's amazing at this kind of thing, but you don't need to send it to any one graphically, artistically, computationally inclined, just send it to someone that has eyes and that will be useful. In my case, I noticed some typos, I noticed some hyperlinks that were a bit dodgy. It's human nature, we're not perfect. The first revision's never going to be perfect, so testing is so important, so do it. Once your testing is complete, all that's left to do is to go live, baby. I present to you my final site, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a very subtle, basic, beautiful, refreshing site, and that's exactly what I was aiming for. Enjoy it, browse it. I won't even show you, you can go and have a look yourself. Here is where you can find the site, or you can find it in the description. If you find any bugs, you know where to contact me. If Ready Mag has stirred something deep in your spirit that makes you want to make your own site, feel free to use my code INTRA30. You can access 30% off both the yearly and monthly freelance and personal plans. Thank you, Ready Mag, for creating such a wonderful tool that means that designers, artists, makers, creators can just have fun when it comes to web design, because it's all a little bit serious. So that's enough from me, and I hope you've enjoyed my second upload in 30 days, which is potentially a record. More things pending here, and it's really nice to be back on YouTube. I'm really excited by it again, and I really like it as a medium. It feels really expressive and feels fun. Yeah. Lots of love to you all, guys, and stay safe out there. Ciao. Let's try, okay. I obviously won't laugh. Bye. Go.
That'll be rapid, that girl. Nice.
Wait, so what's the point? Okay, one more. Oh wait, no, it's just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh wait, do I need to stand
Yeah.
my laptop
Fucking
shut?
hell.
No, you have it closed and then I'm bringing it up.